So basically, I found out hamsters, cute little baby hamsters, adorable little mammals, little rodents. Actually, the worst pet / maybe animals ever.
Yeah, I would agree after what I've seen today.
Yeah. So apparently it's like a normal thing in the rodent world specifically to be a cannibal. So hamsters are cannibals, and if they're even slightly frightened, they just eat their young.
Their own child.
Their own young. Yeah. I didn't believe it at first, but then I whipped out YouTube shorts and found a short. I showed it to James and Divine, and
No, bro, I was in shock.
You weren't watching a video of a guinea pig eating its baby, were you?
Yes, hamster. No,
why were you
short?
Bro, Alex, you're gonna have to show him.
Do you want to see it?
No.
No, Alex,
I
Jamie,
don't want to see a hamster eat a baby hamster.
No, bro, you need. This is shit. This shit's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to see it. You have to see it.
It just eats up its own young and like.
Out, they pull me back in.
So yeah, I just searched baby hamsters. I wasn't even looking for that specifically.
It'll be in your watch.
Oh yeah, my history or whatever.
Your history
Yeah, here we
is
go.
full of hamsters eating baby hamsters.
Yeah, here we go. So those little pink things are its babies. See next to it, watching Scooby-Doo in the background. How many are left?
He's on the last one. He's finishing him off.
How fucked up is that?
But how does that... is that like a side effect of being domesticated?
No, apparently rabbits do it. Prairie dogs do it.
I knew I was right in fucking hating rodents. They're just the most fucked up creatures.
How did vermintide happen? When they're eating
they're eating all the... That's what I mean. I
don't know if rats are. Yeah, I just searched cannibalistic animals. You got rabbits, prairie dogs, hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs?
Oh, fucking they are.
Hedgehog hatred has begun.
Hippos apparently.
No, hippos are, yeah.
They're cannibals.
But there's being a cannibal.
And there's eating your own.
Yeah, then there's eating your own genetics. It defeats the whole point.
Yeah, so imagine scaring Paisley and she goes eats Argy.
Apparently ducklings do it sometimes.
Ducklings?
Yeah.
Ducklings eat each other?
Sometimes ducklings engage in cannibalistic behaviour.
Bro, we're gonna have to kill all the ducklings.
Yeah, even ducks aren't free from this. Does this suggest, though, that humans should eat humans?
Yes.
Soylent Green?
Yeah, it's the future.
I mean, yeah. We talked about a while ago, a fascist...
Space dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know at the time. We were pretty much just describing Warhammer 40k.
That's
I had no idea at the
Yes.
time. So your answer makes way more sense now. But should we start, remove any morals, think logically, should we eat people?
Yes.
Think logically. I thought that you go crazy if you eat
No, only
human
the brain.
brain.
Only the brain.
Only eat the brain?
No, only eat the rest. Only the
okay.
brain makes you crazy.
Yeah,
It gives it turns you back into a monkey.
Well, I found a quote saying, ducklings are said to exhibit cannibalistic behaviour when they are bored or aggravated by overcrowding, a lack of ventilation or poor nutrition.
But
That's kind of fair enough, though.
But by overcrowding, do you mean overcrowded in ducks or humans? So if we go Google the ducklings, they just get a bit angry and eat each other.
So if we put a duckling on the Japanese underground,
They just start eating another duckling.
yeah.
So yeah, basically everything about hamsters is fucked up.
Yeah.
On the fact that, you put them in hamster balls, right? And they just run around just crashing into walls and just have no idea where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out hamsters are basically blind. They barely use their eyes, and they traverse their environment mostly with their whiskers, relying on what their whiskers touch to.
They're blind?
Yeah, or have awful eyesight. So when they're in hamster balls, they have no idea where they're going or where they are. So they're just like just running around in a. But basically, where this is leading to is once I started finding out these hamster truths, I was like Googling about hamsters, and I saw the infamous animal rights activists Peter have a whole article about hamsters, which I thought was pretty humorous, because I was just like trying to figure out why anyone would have a hamster as a pet after learning all this stuff. Cannibal stuff aside, hamster ball stuff aside, the fact they live 18 months and then die aside, the fact they like stink up your whole house aside.
Yeah, what are the good aspects of having a hamster?
The fact they only get like any energy and like want to interact like when the sun's going down. And
Are they nocturnal?
I think so. So yeah, and you can't have more than one because they're territorial and they start fighting.
And then they'll eat their babies.
And then they'll eat their babies if they get a bit scared. If that wasn't enough, yeah, I found this Peter article called What You Need to Know Before Considering a Pet Hamster. Hamsters are often referred to as starter pets, a harmful characterization that implies that they have less worth and fewer needs than other animals, and can be used as a learning experience for children grappling with responsibilities for the first time. This mindset is an example of speciesism, the misguided belief that one species is more important than another. Hamsters are just as worthy of respect as you, a dog, or a tiger, and they have special needs just like the rest of us. There's no such thing as a starter pet. I want to get your thoughts on that concept. Because to me, I actually do value a tiger's life probably more than a hamster's life.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Is that messed up to say?
I don't, yeah, like, I'm going to value the life of something that doesn't eat its own babies over the life of an animal that eats its own
But
babies.
even then, it's like hamsters, like a tiger's a rare thing, right? They have like significantly longer lifespans. They're more protected. Hamsters, like, you can't.
They're a dime a dozen.
But also,
You
like,
can't respect a rodent. You can like a rodent.
no,
You
but this is
can't
my thing
respect
about
them.
hamsters, though, is like, list off different environments.
Okay, jungle.
Jungle,
Desert.
city, like, city, Arctic, wilderness, a swamp, any environment. Put a hamster in it, and that thing is fucked. It's gonna die. It's gonna be killed. It's the bottom of the food chain. Everything eats them.
Including themselves.
Yeah, like, everything eats them. Snakes, birds,
plants.
prairie dogs probably eat them.
I respect prairie dogs. I'm gonna be honest.
So my perspective is, you know what? Maybe the 18 months they spend alive isn't the cruelest thing if they're in a warm place with like food and companionship with a human guardian.
But going back to the respect thing, should we like respect slugs?
I think that is their stance, yes.
Yeah, but I disagree.
No, I have no beef with slugs. I
What
let
about
them do their
mosquitoes?
thing.
No, bruh, get into gardening. You all have beef with slugs.
Yeah. No, Alex is right.
No, I'm just looking at you and there's these two fucking dobby legs.
It's a bit ginery around here. Yeah, there's more. I'm not. There's a few points they put, like hamsters need large, secure homes. Hamsters can be viewed by other animals as prey and may be in danger of getting harmed or killed by other companion animals in the home if proper precautions aren't taken. To help animal companions from harming one another, it's imperative that hamsters have a safe, spacious, and sturdy enclosure to call home. And then they specifically have this this image of a hamster where they've like specifically framed it to look like it's in a prison cell.
Can I say, looking at that, it looks like Argy.
Yeah, Argy's very rodent-like.
So do we tell everyone that Argy's officially overweight?
Yeah, he is. 2 kilograms. He's meant to weigh 16 kilograms and he's 18.
Fat fuck.
Little fat boy.
Hamsters also have the ability to flatten their bodies, and they can fit through very small holes and crevices. They are easily lost and can be difficult to find, often getting injured or killed while on the loose. Number 3.
But like if you're an animal that can't navigate a like carpet, a house with carpets
Without killing
you
yourself.
like go down the stairs and break your neck and die. It's like
They can't actually do anything. They're fucking
it's
like
I'm sorry,
useless.
but that's a pathetic animal.
3. It can be difficult to find a veterinarian for your hamster. A hamster is considered an exotic animal and must be seen by a specialized vet. Many people don't know this, but when their hamster becomes ill, they're not able to find an appropriate vet in their area, thereby delaying treatment. When a guardian finally does find a vet who sees exotic animals, it's often very costly, which may also prevent some people from ensuring that their hamsters receive proper care. How much do you think a hamster costs?
A hamster's like £20.
Are they that cheap?
Hamsters are not expensive, I don't think.
There's going to be a small group of hamster owners who are mortified by this conversation.
No, I'm not going to be mean to a hamster. They just
I will
look.
be.
No, I'm not mean to any animal, and I do believe the way we view pets as like an item and something that has a monetary
their
value
argument
is fucked
basically
up.
saying that a polar bear's worth is the same as a tapeworm's worth.
No, I do completely disagree with that.
Why?
Because polar bear cool.
Tapeworm cool.
Yeah, why aren't tapeworms cool?
You can literally get a dwarf hamster for 15 quid.
It's kind of fucked up that you put monetary value towards animals like that.
Here's one that's
What do you
listed for
mean?
free. It's literally listed for £0.
We see animals as a thing, like a price. Like it leads to exploitations of animals, and that's not good. Like people who'd spend £3,000 on a dog that literally can't breathe. That's fucked up.
Yeah, but
There shouldn't
in
be
the
a market
future, when
for
you
it.
want a dog, will you buy it?
I can go to a shelter and get one that deserves a good life.
I agree.
That is not going to cost anything. So you see all these old dogs who just end up dying in care homes because people want to spend £2,000 on a little puppy and have it and experience all of its life. It's like, fuck you, get the older dog and give it the best life imaginable.
The thing I was saying about the balls, the hamster balls.
Yeah.
This is kind of where I was getting some of the info. Unlike a hamster wheel, which provides a hamster with a safe place to exercise when the correct size is used, a hamster ball is not recommended. Hamsters are easily frightened because they don't have the best eyesight, and they use their whiskers to navigate. A hamster separated from sensory information, as in one of these balls, is a disoriented animal, and what is often perceived by humans as enjoyment is more than likely a panic response. Additionally, hamsters' legs can become caught in the ball's air holes, leading to broken bones. Instead of a ball, consider a playpen or hamster-proof a room and allow your hamster to exercise in it under your diligent supervision.
Hamster-proof your room.
So you've got to walk your hamster.
Diligent supervision.
My argument.
I would
against
also say
all of
this: if you can't leave an animal in a room without it offing itself, don't think it's a good animal. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I would say to everyone, don't buy a hamster.
Yeah.
Don't even rescue a hamster from a hamster home.
But surely these animals have been bred for our enjoyment. So there's a case of just don't adopt them and let them have better lives by us not being involved in their lives.
They wouldn't have any lives. There are certain animals that have sort of defeated natural selection.
Like
Hamsters.
Like hamsters. Let's just be worthless but funny. And then people will buy us and keep our species going. Like chickens, cows and pigs and sheep and that have sacrificed their livelihoods, their comfort and everything just to exist, you know?
They haven't sacrificed anything though, haven't we? Just kind of intervened with what was happening.
Wait, this
is a plot by the animals. Oh, I'm going to start laying eggs every day so these people have something to eat, so they're going to keep me around.
Isn't it the other way round?
No, like cows are like, let's just get milked.
No, they're not.
We're providing a service
haven't
to
they
the
evolved
people.
to like create milk that certain way?
Exactly. They were like, okay, no, it's
Because
time
of
to make more
our
milk.
Interaction with them,
us.
right?
So they like started giving us more milk, and we're like, okay, we'll keep you around then, but we're gonna like slaughter all the men.
Well, like an island that has been completely free of humans, but like a chicken type creature has evolved.
Yeah,
there.
because they haven't had to be like, shit, there's this new ape. It's like, imagine if aliens came down and they were like, we only like people with no eyelashes. Everyone would start pulling their eyelashes out to survive.
Nah, man.
Bro, I don't understand where this conversation has gone.
Okay, small brain.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any other little.
I just think
things.
hamsters. It's like, is it ethical to continue to breed hamsters when they are as useless as they are? Like, is that unethical? That's an ethical question? Why is it ethical when they're that like?
Yeah, one of the points is hamsters have a sleeping schedule. Hamsters are crepuscular, meaning that they are active at dusk and dawn, spending daylight hours and nighttime in their nest. This can be frustrating for a guardian who wants to play with their companion during daytime hours. Waking a sleeping hamster can be stressful for them and can prompt them to act nervously or aggressively and eat their own young.
Is this on the Peter thing?
No, I added the eat their own young.
Oh, right.
No, honestly, if you can't wake up an animal without it having a panic attack and eating its babies,
But why?
it's not a good animal.
So these animals get stressed, and their comfort thing is to eat their children.
Yes. Yes.
I don't like to anthropomorphize like animals, but just to like apply that to a human.
It's just like you're sitting with your kid in the car, someone gives you road rage, and it's instantly like...
Yeah.
How does that help, like, in a Darwinian sense? Like,
That's what
There might, what advantage do they get by doing that?
Maybe their logic is, this is fucked up. Like, from their perspective, they're locked in like a giant superior being's house. It's like being in a spaceship, and it's like, I don't want my kids to see this.
It's really dark. This
It's fucked up.
This is like more of a Halloween horror kind of.
Yeah, this isn't Christmassy at all.
But yeah, I'd honestly never really put that much thought into hamsters.
No, what
and
if
the second I do,
it's our
it all comes
influence?
undone.
Yeah, no, it is.
What if they never ate their own babies until we like towered over them?
Yeah,
And like forced them into little balls and had them fucking roll around.
We're torturing them.
That's the
Yeah,
question,
that's their
man.
point. That's what they're saying in this article.
That's what Peter's saying, man. James joins Peter.
I
James puts the P in Peter.